Hi there and welcome back. So I recently purchased a Sony A6300 and I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. This camera was released in 2016, so it's around 5 years old, and it cost me, I bought it secondhand, it cost me 400 euros, and you could probably get it also for around $400 in the US. It's got some pretty cool specs. It can shoot 4K 24 and 30 and HD up to 120 frames per second. The video specs are basically the same as on my A7 III, which I'm filming on right now. I've been using this camera for around a week now and I'm really impressed. The image quality is awesome, the autofocus keeps up with the A7 III, and yeah, the learning curve hasn't been too hard because I come from a Sony camera experience, and the cool thing about having two Sony cameras from the Alpha line is that you can match the colors quite well. I basically put both cameras on Cine 2, and on the computer I can't really tell much of a difference on the colors, so it's a quite cool workflow using these two cameras. The body itself is quite small and very light, and as what I've been able to see from the camera itself, it has a lot of scuffs and scratches, and yeah, it's been able to hold out these past 5 years without breaking, so I'm hoping this will last me as well a long time. Now for some of the downsides of this camera, the first one is the batteries. They are pretty small and they don't last that much, so if you're gonna get a camera like this, I would suggest getting a few more batteries and a few chargers so you don't get stuck out there without any juice on your camera. The second would be it doesn't have any in-camera stabilization. For me, it's not that much of an issue because I plan to use all these shots to shoot only on a tripod, so that's not much of an issue for me, or I could even get some stabilized lenses for it. The other thing would be the learning curve on this camera. I've heard for some people it's been quite hard, but I've come from a Sony A7 III, so I haven't had much of a problem getting used to the menus and all the dials. So yeah, I just wanted to mention that. So who's this camera for and would I recommend it? I would definitely recommend it even now in 2021, especially for people that are doing a lot of video, as it has a really good image quality. It can shoot 4K and HD 120, and basically it has a really good autofocus. The other cool thing is that if you already have another Sony camera, you can match the colors very well, and that's why this is going to be now my B camera for all my YouTube and film projects in the future. So I can imagine that this camera would be very good for a beginner, or for someone like me that just wants a B camera to film other perspectives. Right, I'm going to show you some raw footage that I took with this camera a few days back. Hope you like it. Give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. Take care, bye!